Rivals of Aether 2 has an incredible breadth of options for movement at every player's disposal. Movement is one of the biggest factors in differentiating good players from great players. These are 10 movement techniques you need to master now for Rivals of Aether 2. The 10th technique is the most useful and never gets used. Wave dashes are the quintessential movement techniques that all pro players use to move around the stage without giving up their ability to use offensive and defensive options. This technique involves using sliding momentum to position yourself to weave around your opponent. It can be done simply by jumping, holding left or right, and then hitting the shield button. Special reverse. This technique allows you to shift your momentum while completely changing the direction in which you are going. This can be used to get a surprise attack while retreating, hit under platforms you're on top of, or even be used for mixing up how you get back to stage. You can pull this off by pressing special and then immediately pressing the opposite direction where you're drifting. Taunt Tumbles are completely unique to Rivals of Aether 2. This movement technique allows you to cancel a character's animation into a tumble while retaining their momentum in the air. This is useful for characters that want to access their get-up attack or specials without getting hit by their opponent. When you are in the air, press the taunt button to initiate this technique. Ledge dashing is a great way to get off of ledge and immediately back into action. Ledge dashing allows you to slide back onto stage after a jump onto the stage. The way that you can do this is by either dropping from the ledge by pressing down, then jumping to the height of the stage and wave dashing into it. Alternatively, you can simply jump from ledge by pressing the jump button and then immediately press left or right, whichever is in the direction of the stage, and then air dodge. Just like you can slide onto the stage with a wave dash, you can also slide off of platforms in the stage. This comes in handy in many ways. You can use platform slide-offs to maintain momentum while being slingshot off of a platform. This allows you to get off of the platformer stage and go for an option immediately. For instance, you can slide off of the stage and quickly grab ledge to ledge hog a recovering opponent. Don't forget to face the ledge if you're going for this. The way that you can do this is by wave dashing on the edge of the stage or platform while having enough momentum that you slip right past the edge. Hitfalling is used to extend combos upon hit. This is pretty self-explanatory. When you hit an opponent in the air, you can press down to fall onto the ground below you and jump back up with another hitbox to get longer strings. Wall jumps are a great way to mix up a recovery. Delay grabbing ledge, gaining more height, and allow for dynamic routes back to stage. You can always wall jump out of moves that are not your up special. Wall jumps are very important for retaining resources while you're trying to get back to stage. They can also be critical to avoid ledge guards or hogging. Wall jumping can be achieved in two ways. You can hold into a wall and press the jump button by default, but by turning on tap wall jump, you can touch the wall and press the opposite direction to get the same effect. Air dodges have an important role in recovery too. They're relatively lagless off stage, allowing for 8-way movement options in the air. You can grab the ledge with an air dodge, link into a wall jump, change the momentum after a hit, or link into a wave dash when landing. Just in case you don't know what an air dodge is, you press the shield button in the air with a direction and your character will dodge in that direction. Shields are a new feature in Rivals of Aether 2, and knowing your options is crucial to having more control over how you counteract shield pressure. There are several options out of shield and several techniques we'll have to go over. The first one is jumping, which can start aerial pressure, allow you to drift from pressure, or link into other techniques like a wave dash out of shield. Having the ability to wave dash out of shield brings all the benefits of wave dashing, but being initiated out of a defensive position of blocking an incoming attack. You can do this by jumping out of shield, then holding left or right while air dodging. Next we have up strong and up special out of shield. These vary depending on the character, but they can be great get off me tools in a pinch. Just press up, strong or special, after opponent hits your shield haphazardly. You can alternatively only press the attack button to get a grab at a shield. When being pressured by block strings, you can opt to press the special button to initiate a parry. This will give you a punish window scaling with what move comes into contact with you during the parry. We can't forget about rolling and spot dodging. You can quickly dash away or dodge pressure by pressing down for a spot dodge, left or right for rolling. Lastly, when letting go of shield on a platform, you can press down to drop through the platform seamlessly. And for the last movement option on this list is what I'd like to call pivot tilts. Pivot tilts are something I haven't seen in matches. Most of the time when you press the attack button during a dash, you'll be locked into your initial dash attack. We can't cancel a dash attack, but we can cancel our initial dash animation. The only way to cancel this initial dash animation on the ground is to dash in the opposite direction. By pivoting or lightly pressing the control stick in the opposite direction, you can cancel the initial dash into a walk. Walks are completely actionable and can cancel into any tilts. If you have your right stick set to attack, you can get a turnaround down tilt, side tilt, and up tilt. You can also get a turnaround jab, but the timing is really tight. Alternatively, you can do 2 pivots to turn yourself back around, but I imagine this would be a Herculean task to do consistently on a control stick. But it just doesn't stop with tilts. You can actually do things like specials, rolls, wave dashes out of this movement option. But I think a more in-depth look at this movement option would require its own guide. But those are the 10 movement techniques that you need to master now. Let me know in the comments if you knew all of them. Thank you for watching.